Hi everyone. Like on weekend there's an exam and IT exam, advanced exam. So I thought I'd record this video. So through this video, I want to give you my best wishes for the Sunday exam, and not just me, even the bhaiyas and even all the teachers and across all the centers want to wish you best of luck. So I thought I should take this opportunity to wish you. That's why I'm recording this video. Apart from that, I want to give some of the tips that I think would be important during the next few days. Though most of the things I keep talking in my classes, but I thought this is the right time when I have to stress on things, so why not do it now? So like 3 days left for the exam, and I hope you know that. And during these 3 days, you cannot do anything new because you have to relax your mind, right? You have to you know remove fatigue from your mind as well as body. So what you can do during these 3 days, you can revise whatever you had done in last few months. You can revise formulas, you can revise the questions you have marked, or during that the tests, advanced based tests we took like in last month. You can revise questions from there, but nothing which can put stress on your mind. No new question, no new topic, don't touch that, because it's very important that you have to relax yourself mentally as well as physically. Physically means that no heavy stuff. I'm sure like you're not going to go to the field and play soccer or play any other game. Walking a little bit is fine, but not too much physical stress on your body. Mentally is more important. Mentally you have to relax. So during three days, it doesn't matter how much you study for 2 hours or 4 hours or 5 hours. I don't think it makes a huge difference in your preparation. So like don't think too much during 3 days. 3 days you have to relax. Even don't talk much to people, because when you talk, you make thoughts in your mind, and these thoughts keep penetrating and they might come up with negative energy. So somebody talking to your friend, and friend says that I'm very confident this time, I'm doing good, I'm going to do very good. So this will give you a pressure on you, because you inside you're not like your anxiety is there, but when you see other person is confident, so again it's going to put mental pressure on you. So try not to think too much, not to talk too much, just relax. And other thing is, if there are moments when you're feeling tense and stressed, I would suggest that you should do some deep breathing. Even if you don't have a habit of doing deep breathing, but if you do it momentarily, it really changes your mental state as well as the physical state. So when I say deep breathing, you have to breathe, and you take your breath inside as deep as you can, and then you exhale, inhale and exhale. If you try it for 5 minutes, that will make a huge difference in your mental state and physical state. That will definitely relax you do it for 5 minutes, you can see the difference. So the another thing I want to talk about is the sleep. Sleep is very important, and try, before exam, the day before exam, if you sleep for 9 hours, it will make a huge difference in your mental state in the exam. But I also understand that because of anxiety, you might not be able to sleep too much before exam. So you have 3 days. Maybe you have to go to bed on time. Try to be on bed maybe like 9 o'clock, or maybe 9:30, maximum 10. You have to be on bed. Try to be at 9 o'clock and get up early, because on exam day you have to get up early in the morning. You have to maybe like 6 a.m. in the morning. It depends how far is your center, but you have to get up early. So you need to get 8 to 9 hours of sleep. You have to be on bed at 9 o'clock, and don't like because it's a typical it's a tendency of student that they want to learn as much as they can during last few days, but last few days not going to change much in your preparation. There's so many questions, there's so many topics. So it's not going to matter much, but your state is going to matter much, the state, mental state in exam. And for that, the sleep is very important. So one day is not sufficient, so maybe at least you try it for next 3 days. Sleep on time. I understand when you lie down, you don't sleep immediately. It takes time. But if not, if a lot of thoughts are going in your mind and not able to sleep, again, just do the same exercise which I told you. Just relax your body, lie down as if you don't you have you lost control over your body, and at the same time, just focus on your breathing. Like just concentrate on your inhale and exhale, and as if you have lost control of your body. This is the best way to sleep, and I cannot guarantee anything, but if you do this, even with the stress in your mind, you might get to sleep in like say 10-15 minutes. And if you're not able to sleep, that's fine. You're trying your best to sleep on time. If not, that's fine. And then the thing which I always talk about, which I always mention in my classes, is a positive state of mind. Whenever I get a chance to talk about this, I strongly believe in that. So during last 3 days, you cannot think anything negative. You have to be in a positive state of mind, because I understand anxiety comes when you try to recall whether I know this, whether I know that. You cannot, you don't get that confidence with your preparation, but that's happening with everyone. Just be smart, you know so no negative thought, be in a positive state of mind that my preparation is complete, I'm confident, whatever I can do, I do it. So because in a when so it's a very different philosophy, but I strongly believe in that when you are in a positive state of mind, the positive forces, the whatever you can call them as a angel or something, they support you in whatever you do. They're with you, they're around you. But if you're in a negative state of mind, you attract those kind of negative energies around you, and those, when you attract those negative energy, they definitely harm your performance, or your attitude, and your ability to do things is greatly affected by the negative environment around you. So I know it's very difficult, it's very easy to say but very difficult to follow, but try to do it. Even if you can cut down your negative feeling like by say 50% or 70%, it's going to make a huge difference. And so this is very natural that during the last 3 days you might feel panic or confused what to do, what not to do, and I'm forgetting this and that. That's very normal with everyone. It's not happening with you, so it's happening with everyone, and it happened with me on anybody who has prepared ever in their life for ITJ preparation, and especially the advanced exam. So just don't get carried away. If these negative thoughts are coming, just feel them. It's okay. Then, and at the same time, keep giving message to yourself that I'm not going to carry it away with these negative thoughts. So I have to get away from them. If you can show this wisdom at this point of time, it really can affect your performance in a positive way. So just that, yeah, negative thoughts से आते हैं, मुझे भी आ रहे हैं, सबको आ रहे हैं, but I don't want to get carried away with that. And then, the exam day. So it's, you have to be very careful that an exam, that this the message that my preparation is complete and I'll perform good, and that kind of calmness in yourself is very important. So the day of the exam, in the morning, just just keep sending this message to yourself that I'm relaxed. It's a background kind of thing, that you the feeling around you that I'm very confident, and today I'm going to do very good. And then I want to talk about the time management in exam between physics, chemistry, and maths. Like I always talk about this, but finally, like I want to say this again, that you have to have a proper time on each and every subject. Especially maths, you have to have like at least 70 minutes, or 75 minutes, or 80 minutes, but at least 70 to 75 minutes you have to keep for mathematics. Chemistry, 45 to 50 minutes. Physics, 50 to 55 minutes. So if you keep 50 for chemistry and 55 for physics, you have like 75 minutes for mathematics. So try to take out the time, because in mathematics, when you have to solve and you have to think and you don't have time, there is a chance that you can get panic. So keep a decent amount of time, and you have your own way of attempting the paper. I suggest like mathematics towards end, and then chemistry at first and physics in the middle. But don't change it towards the end. Whatever you have been following in last 5 test series, just keep following that, right? Don't change towards the last. It's fine. But generally, and then few things you have seen, like you have seen all these last few papers. I would not say they're almost same as IIT level. I would rate them a little difficult than IIT level, because that's what you try to plan. Not too much difficult, but like 20% more difficult. So but you have a fair idea what kind of exam you're going to face on Sunday. So like especially I can talk about mathematics. This like that there would be definitely questions in exam which you find it very difficult to solve. I'm talking in general, not from point of view smart kids and the kids, like they find things difficult. So so don't get panic, I would say, because you've seen this before. When exam is difficult, that's for sure that there will be a low scoring exam. So you have to pick your questions. Questions are there, but so if selection of question is very important. So like there can be three ways. You see the question, you don't know it. You see the questions, you know part of it, whether I should. And third is you see the question, you know the idea. So if you see the question, you know the idea, definitely you don't do it. You know the question, but it's making sense. You can try something. Obviously, you try it, but keep a time check. Don't just get carried away. क्वेश्चन आपको सोच रहे हैं कैसे हो करते करते आपने देखा कि क्वेश्चन तो नहीं हुआ, लेकिन आपने 5-10 मिनट वेस्ट कर दिए, तो डबल नुकसान हो गया ना, तो क्वेश्चन सॉल्व हुआ और टाइम भी चला गया. And there are questions when you read it don't understand, leave that. So selection of questions I for in the beginning is very important, because for example you're starting with a let me talk about the mathematics. You start a question, so you get into solving of that question, especially in the beginning of the paper, if you know it. ऐसा नहीं है कि 5 क्वेश्चन पढ़ेंगे नहीं आता होगा, but पहले first few questions are very important for your confidence in the exam. So for example, you pick the first 5 questions, you start spending time on them and you're not able to solve any of them. It can create a panic situation in you. Whereas you pick 5 questions, but out of say 15 questions you're reading, and you're picking 5 questions out of 15 questions, and you're able to solve. The kind of confidence you build in the exam, that will really help in solving rest of the questions. So be careful when you pick a question and start solving it. When I say start solving, start spending time on it, right? And it's very normal. You've all seen all the mock exam, but this is the real exam, where which can make a difference in your life. So it's very natural that you get panic in the exam. You or everyone will get panic, whether it's me or you know anyone. Even if the people who get the top rank, they also have that anxiety and panic. So if you feel that during the exam, so don't get carried away. Don't get. Everyone is feeling that. So I would say take a few minutes break and then keep your pen down and again do your breathing exercise, and just this message should come to your mind that if I don't have to get panic. I have to be confident, because if I get panic, I might disturb my performance. I can destroy everything. So the conditioning of the mind should is important at that amount of time, and you can do it before that. So it will be good that if I get panic, you can next 3 days you can do that. If I get panic, I have to get out of that situation. And then I would like to say something about the break is a very tricky thing. The first exam is over and you have some stress from the first exam, and then second exam you have to go into. So I understand you always make an opinion about your first exam. Maybe if you have friends, they'll also have an opinion. So first of all, don't talk to anyone during the break. Even don't talk to yourself. I want to say that just go somewhere else. Maybe if your parents are with you, maybe you be with them, sit in the car. If they ask, your parents ask how you performed, don't answer this question, don't even listen this question. So just be away from people. It doesn't mean that you have to be sad. Away means that you cannot think what happened in the first paper. You have to think less and feel, try to relax your mind, because you had a you had a hectic session in the morning, and then you have to prepare yourself for the evening exam. So as much as much relaxation you can get during the break is always helpful. I don't know, power nap. Sometimes I take a power nap. I travel in a car. I don't drive. I sometimes travel sitting on a passenger seat, and I sleep for 15-20 minutes. I feel really fresh. If you can take that power nap, it's nothing like that. But again, it's up to you, so your behavior. It's your day-to-day routine whether you take power nap or you don't take power nap. So, but mentally relax and don't close your eyes, take deep breathing, relax, try to sleep, but don't think about the exam. And don't in the break you cannot study anything new also. Maybe there are some formulas which you want to revise just before the exam that you can do, but nothing much. Don't analyze your paper because you have no idea. You think you have done. If you start thinking, you might get the feeling that you are not performed good in the morning exam, and that can affect your evening exam. But how would you know that you have not performed good in the morning exam? It's a relative exam. If it's difficult for everyone. So don't take any judgment about the exam. And the other thing is that, but though it's very difficult, that exam can come easy. So a difficult exam will come easy because most of the time exams are difficult. But sometimes I've seen in the past that suddenly if they decide to give easy exam, easy comparatively, relatively easy, so, and that excitement of easy exam, like sometimes you decided I know the question, start solving them, and because of excitement you can do a lot of calculation mistakes, or silly mistakes, or you read question wrong. So make sure that you don't do that mistake. But I really doubt that the level of the exam would be easy. But maybe physics can be easy. Mathematics, I know it's not going to be easy. Generally, from last 5 years, we have seen the pattern. It's almost the same. But if there's an easy exam, you have to control your excitement and temperament, and don't do mistake, and don't rush up. Be careful. Be calm. Right. And the answer sheet, you cannot afford to do mistake in the answer sheet, because if you do mistakes, gone. Very careful when filling in the answer sheet. Very, very careful. So it's up to you. Sometimes people mark everything on the paper, and then towards the end they fill answer sheet. But I discourage that. You can do 5 questions and then fill answer sheet. Again, I would not recommend that. The best thing is you solve a question and fill answer sheet. I understand it's a waste of time, but finally it's the answer sheet which is giving you marks and which is giving you rank. And very careful, check that. I solve this question, my answer is C. Answer is C. This question answer is C, and then you go and fill C choice, because if you fill a wrong choice, you're gone. You cannot cancel that. I think I've talked most of the stuff, and finally I would say, you know finally the one more thing I would say is a sense of the time, time sense. So though you have given so many exams towards the end, but sense of time when you're doing it, just don't get lost. I've seen, like, I've been discussing, the papers, the advanced exam. Sometimes I solve a question, and if I'm not getting an idea, I just stuck to it, and keep spending time on it. So don't do that. There's so many questions in the paper, and you don't have to solve every question. So just keep a eye on the time, or don't spend too much time. Another thing I want to talk about, the exam environment is very important, because I faced this when I gave exam at when I was in 12th. So when you go to a center, there it might happen. It might happen. I'm not saying it will happen. It might happen that you have external disturbances. For example, music. Somebody is playing music outside, or maybe some religious songs are being played outside. There is a temple outside, or there is a marriage party. I don't know, anything, gurdwara outside, and then the Gurwani is going on. So you have to be you that thing can really make you panic. The and nobody can stop that, because they have to do it. They'll do it, and because of that you're getting disturbed. So maybe you can keep a cotton with you when you go to exam, and put cotton in your ear. I know I'm looking. You think I'm silly, but that's a fact. You can keep cotton with you and put cotton in your ear. At least some level of noise cancellation. Noise cancellation can will happen with you if you put ear in your if you put cotton in your ear. So, but be prepared for that, because it happened with me when I went for I think the Roorkee exam. Roorkee used to be a separate exam during the time, and then some in Temple, they were celebrating something, and it was so noisy that I could hardly concentrate on exam. Other thing is it's a summertime and the weather is really bad. It's too hot, so it might happen when you go to a center. You're not going to get air conditioning there. I'm telling you, you know that. So generally, when you're at home, you have either the coolers or air conditioning at home, or when you come for the classes with them, and then you have air conditioning. But in exam, there's no air conditioning, so you're not too much used to of that environment. So I would suggest that in next 3 days, if you can practice a little bit, don't sit in air conditioning. Right, settle. Maybe fan is okay, but it also might happen that there is no fan in your room. There's a fan is not working. What will you do? Though it's a might be a rare case, but at least you have to be prepared mentally for this. That if you go there, the fan is not working. Like mentally you should be prepared. Don't get panic. So be finally, the last thing I would say about is which I said in the beginning also, the positive energy in the next 3 days. Don't do much. It's not going to make much difference. Just be relaxed. Just prepare. The preparing yourself is relaxing your mind. You have to do a lot of thinking on Sunday. So don't put too much pressure physically on your body and mentally on your mind. Don't put relax. Less number of thoughts. And everything will be good. So I finally again I want to wish best of luck, and I'm sure like everything will be fine. Be confident. Okay. Best of luck. Thank you.